Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show giving you the politics of the day and the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense and just the right amount of sarcasm by an expert in financial literacy, and hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. All right, today is September 13th. I want to welcome you to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse when you get there, and you can follow me there. Hey, if you'd like to connect, by the way, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's right, contactlarry.com, and there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. All right, just a reminder, if you're watching online, hit that like button. Everybody watching online, hit that like button right now. Hit that share button. Come on, share this. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. And you can also find Money Chat Now and the Larry Steinhouse Show on Spotify. So please go there and subscribe. Hey, you can comment live during the show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And please say hi so I know you're watching. By the way, a couple of people are saying hi already. Let's see. We got, oh, my lovely wife Linda's the first one on. All right. We've got John D coming in from YouTube. We got Mike coming in. We got Tom coming in. And we got Kevin coming in. All right, we got Kevin coming in from Orlando. That's awesome. All right. You can also comment live during the show, as I said. And if you haven't joined the Money Chat Now fan page, please do that to make sure you can always see the show. And if you like the Money Chat Now fan page, you will still be able to view the show when I'm in Facebook jail because I will only be able to transmit there. So please also go to Money Chat Now page, like it there, and that way you'll never miss a show due to the fascist book censors. All right, on today's show, we're going to be talking about the market recap. We're going to be talking about new iPhone features. We're going to be talking about Peleton and, of course, more migrant mishaps. You guys are going to love this story on the migrants. This is just, I think I'm still laughing after writing it. All right, Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling. You can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com, and there you will learn about real estate investing and stock options trading from those who do it every day. All right. I want to thank, by the way, so many people are sharing this. More and more people are sharing it, so thank you so much. In the past few days, of course, we had Betsy, who shares everything. Thank you so much. We have my lovely wife, Linda, sharing it. Thank you as well. We have Mark and Mike sharing it. I think James and Barbara also shared it as well, so thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I think Art shared it as well. All right, so please share the show with your friends by clicking the share button right now and sharing it directly on your page or their page. And you can also share it in groups. So I don't know if you know this, but when you click the share button, it says at the bottom, it says share where. You could share it in groups. So if you know groups that might be interested in this, feel free to share it there as well. And that way you can help people make more money and get a laugh in the morning. All right, let's talk about yesterday. I'm going to tell you actually something interesting that yesterday actually scares me. Yep, the market closed up and closed up nicely, but what scares me is the fact that the money managers didn't sell off in the afternoon as I predicted. Remember I said that yesterday? I thought they were going to sell off? Well, so why is it a problem? Well, it means that the money managers on Wall Street are overconfident about today's CPI report. As for me, I'm confident it will show that inflation is slowing, but how much will be the question. In fact, if it shows inflation growing, oh boy, that will be a disaster in the market. I mean a big disaster. So as we wait for the report to show inflation slowing, and then we need to also have Powell and his friends to slow down on increasing interest rates. I still expect a 75 basis point increase because I believe the Fed has already made the decision on this. It's the next increase that we need to be concerned with. If inflation is still running amok, that means that the rate will be another 75 basis points after this 75 basis points. That's not something Wall Street wants on a continued basis. The sad part is that people are going to be hurt by the Fed increasing the rates. You know, house sales are already slowing, and they're going to slow, and car sales will slow as well. This will also cause interest rates to rise on adjustable mortgage loans and credit cards. So it's funny because inflation of goods and services stopped going up, but the cost of those goods and services bought on credit continues to go up well after they were bought. So you might have bought something on a credit card 6 months ago, and you had a certain interest rate, and now the interest rate is already higher on something you already bought. So even though you bought it at the height of inflation, and inflation is going down, your costs continue to go up on that same item. It's not a great scenario, and it's going to cause the next deep recession. I'm telling you right now. I also noticed an interesting anomaly yesterday. This was so weird. It's very, very rare that this happens. The VIX, which is known as the fear indicator of the market, actually rose yesterday. It's very unusual when the market goes up and the VIX goes up at the same time. This, to me, means that it's probably short sellers who made the market rise yesterday. The VIX is a number that calculates the amount of puts and calls on a specific trade, and it comes up with some weirdo average number. I really don't know the calculation, but I have seen the VIX increase. I've never seen, I should say, the VIX increase over a full point when the market goes up. It's truly unusual. I bet the market is counting on the Dow decreasing tomorrow, but we're going to know at 8:30, so look for it. Either way, it's going to be a fun day in the market. I'm telling you, we either go up 300 to 500 points or drop 1,000 points. That's what today's going to be. It's either going to be an up 300 to 500 point day or a drop 1,000 points. By the way, I did notice that the futures were way up. They were way up in the morning. They were up over 100 points when I came in the office today at 4 o'clock to write the show. But let's see what the futures are right now, and let's see what Wall Street thinks right now. So right now, it looks like the Dow is actually, the futures are up 215. Ooh, look at that go. The S&P is up 30, and the NASDAQ is up 95. At 8:30, everything's going to change. Just wait till you see it. It's going to be amazing. All right, real quick, I want to say a couple of other people joining us. It looks like, wow, a whole bunch of people joining us. Thank you so much. Let's see if I could get here. We got Mike and Tom and Kevin and Royce. James watching on YouTube. Thank you. We got Bill. And we got Ken the Democrat. All right. Everybody say hello to Ken the Democrat. We got Jose watching on YouTube as well. We have Michael and Peter and Glenn and James. And it's awesome. And Kevin is hoping for a 1,000-point drop. Hey, maybe he's got some puts. We'll see. It may be an interesting play for him. But either way, it's going to be interesting. All right. Let's talk about the new iPhone. Or actually, not even the new iPhone, but the new iPhone features. So how many times does this happen to you? You're typing a text message to someone. It all looks good. And just as you hit the frickin' send button, the autocorrect changes a major word in the sentence. I don't know. There are so many jokes and memes about autocorrect that sometimes when someone sends me a message, I just assume it was an autocorrect mistake. Well, Apple has just released iOS 16 for the iPhone, and there's an amazing new feature that allows you to edit or delete text messages that have already been sent. So the text message system sort of stays live on the recipient's phone, and you can edit the text message or delete the text message. It's actually a pretty cool feature. Like if you have an iPhone 8 or later, you won't be prompted, by the way, to download iOS 16, at least not yet, but you can download it right now with this hack. So first of all, what you do is you go to Settings, then go to General, then click for Updates. Your phone should currently be on version 15.7. If not, you have to update to that. If it's version 15.7, it will say your phone is up to date. At the bottom of the screen, however, is a link to install iOS 16. I installed it this morning, and it went just fine. It was no big deal. I actually don't like the new font for the time. I like the old font better, but I'll get used to it. Something you should know about the edit feature, however, is it only works when you're sending a text message to another iPhone with iOS 16 installed. So don't send a really weird text message hoping you can edit it if the other person doesn't have iOS 16. I haven't had time to play with all the new features, but the lock screen has some new features that also may be exciting. It has new widgets, and it allows you to change the lock screen picture with different concepts. It's kind of interesting. When I did a search on all of the new features, it was pretty intense. It does sound like a complete rewrite of the phone operating system. By the way, another cool feature is it allows you to schedule sending an email at a specific time. So if you want to send an email at a specific time, you can do that. Another one is a translate feature. I have not looked this one up, but I'm looking forward to trying this one. You hover over writing, you use your camera, you hover over writing in a different language, and it'll translate into your language. It's kind of cool. The list of new features is pretty intense. So if you want to just look it up, go look up the list of features in iOS 16. You can look it up and see it. And is anybody out there still an Android user, or have you made the switch to iPhone yet? I got to tell you that I have both, and I have a really good Android too. But the reason I have it is because I teach stock options trading using trading apps. So I teach on both in case someone has the other. I definitely find the iPhone easier and more intuitive, but many say it's because I'm used to the iPhone. I disagree. In fact, every time I pick up my Android, I find it is shut down for another update. I even find it difficult to start the phone from sleep mode. Once I even forgot my pattern to unlock the phone. Oh, that was a major nightmare. I had to completely reload the phone. Anyway, if you have the iPhone, download iOS 16 so I can fix my message to you that you read. You know, as by the way, I was looking for some of the funniest autocorrect threads, and most of them are too dirty to discuss here. But here's one that I mentioned that's pretty funny. So the original text was to a brother, and it read, "Great news, Grandma is a homosexual." After a brief banter with all that, the sender said, No, Grandma is out of the hospital. Doesn't this happen to you all the time? By the way, do you have a favorite autocorrect story? Tell me about it in the comments. Go ahead, put it in the comments. Let us all laugh at it. By the way, why does the autocorrect always go to something dirty anyway? It makes you wonder who the intelligence is that programmed the artificial intelligence. Maybe they should call it iOS Epstein instead. All right, let's take a break here. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, what if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock options sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
Welcome back to Money Chat Now. I am your host, Larry Steinhouse. And of course, if you'd like more information on investor schooling, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Hey, I want to welcome you back to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify. Like and subscribe there as well. And of course, if you'd like to connect to me personally, even Ken the Democrat, if you want to connect to me personally, go to contactlarry.com. There you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. Hey, I also want to remind you that this Saturday we have an amazing event coming up. It's an all-day event featuring some of the most brilliant minds in business, including Hannah Kessler, the single millionaire chick, Chris Noggle, the money multiplier, Bill Walsh, the rainmaker, and myself, Larry Steinhouse, the host of Money Chat Now and the CEO of Investor Schooling. It's an in-person event only, and seats are selling fast, so you can get yours now at 4mmw.com. That's the number 4mmw.com. I'm telling you, you want to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great event. All right, so far, of course, we've been discussing the market recap, and right now the Dow is up 201, the S&P is up 28, and the NASDAQ is up 88. We talked about some of the new features in the iPhone, and I was just curious to see. It's funny, nobody really answered yet, but I got to tell you something really funny. Ken the Democrat says that Oz uses an Android. I just thought that was the funniest thing you've ever said, Ken. I mean, it's just really is funny. It's actually pretty comical. All right, coming up, we also have a story about Peleton and more migrant mishaps. Oh, this is great. All right, and of course today we have today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button? Come on, everybody, hit that share button. Go down to the right of the screen, hit the share button and share it in groups or share it with your friends. And leave me a comment to say hi if you haven't already. Everybody, leaving a comment is the only way I know you're watching, so please share and like as well. Also, don't forget to order my new book. It's called Money Hacks, and if you ordered it, please leave a review on Amazon. I really appreciate it. We got lots of nice reviews on the book, and it makes me feel good when you guys leave me a good review, so I really appreciate it. All right, a couple of people saying hi. Actually, looks like we got Deb is on the line, and also the other Ken is on the line. Thanks, guys. I totally appreciate you guys watching. You guys are totally awesome. All right, let's get into Peleton. When I first saw the bike about 6 years ago, I thought it was an awesome idea. Of course, the bike wasn't a great idea at all, but the subscription service idea was the key. Wow, what an awesome idea. I thought about all of the subscription services we as consumers have, and I was pretty impressed that someone came up with this idea to add subscription services to a at-home fitness equipment. It's awesome. I also knew the fate of such a company. In the past, we have seen fancy workout devices come and go in the fitness market. They all get hyped up, like the Fitbit, and then they even crash. And no one's interested in them anymore at all. Peleton should have been a mediocre player in the fitness world, but the scamdemic booted their sales and their subscriptions. It was a whirlwind for them. Of course, the government couldn't continue to force the malarkey down our throats anymore, and the world, especially gyms, started to open up again. Peloton sales predictably fell. Well, when it was headed down from its all-time high of 162-ish as a stock, I suggested this stock would be in the single digits. Well, yesterday it closed at 10-ish, and it has been as low as 8. The company continues to struggle, and yesterday there was a shakeup at corporate. It appears the founders of the company are leaving. Co-founder and former CEO John Foley resigned from his position as executive chairman of the board effective yesterday. Fellow co-founder Hisei Kushi, will leave his post as the company's chief legal officer October 3rd, and Kevin Cornells, chief commercial officer, who has been with the company since 2018, will leave September 23rd. Look, the company is clearly a sinking ship, and I believe that either Amazon or Google would buy it soon. At one time, I actually thought it would be a good match for Meta. It would be a really cool idea to ride a stationary bike into the metaverse. You could have hills and valleys and see all kinds of different sights, all there on your 3D glasses. I'd actually bet something like that is coming soon. But the real question is, will it be Peloton or another company? Look, maybe we should develop it, right? Yeah, actually, I got to be honest with you. I actually get dizzy when I put on my Oculus headset, so it's probably not a great idea for me. But, if I did put it on, I might actually end up in Biden Falls, Delaware with a scraped knee or something. All right, let's talk about migrants and migrant mishaps. I came across an article this morning, and I got to be amazed at the irony of the story. I'm sure you've all heard about Governor Abbott shipping the illegal border-crossing aliens to various cities that claim to be sanctuary cities for anyone who comes to America. Well, of course, Abbott tested this theory when he started busing the migrants to these cities. So, as you may have heard, the mayors of these cities were furious. How dare he ship them here and make them our problem? In the latest saga of the brilliant move by Abbott, he sent a busload of people to Chicago. Mayor Lightfoot, you may know her as Beetlejuice, was up in arms about this problem. Well, guess what she did? She shipped the illegals to a Republican upper-class neighborhood. Really, that's what she did. In fact, she did it without telling anyone, and the bus just arrived at a local hotel with the migrants. Burr Ridge Mayor Gary Grasso, a Republican, said that no officials from the city or state called him about the arriving buses of 64 migrants. It turns out that the governor of Illinois, a Democrat, actually was completely responsible for this. The games these politicians play amazes me, but it's still all about the failure of Biden to control the border in the first place. So now we have a Republican governor sending the people to Chicago, a Democrat-run city, claiming to be a sanctuary city, who then gets to send them to a Republican town in the suburbs at the direction of a Democrat governor of Illinois. Wow, it's like a really bad TV show. However, the pawns in this show are real people. This is insane. The Democrats who want to prove that the touchy-feely members of society are actually using these people as pawns while they blast Abbott for sending them to their cities. Well, the Republican mayor of the city they were sent to also wanted the people to know, they want to know if the people had gone through health screenings and criminal background checks. The governor's office response was, we don't do those. Without background checks and health screenings, Johnson said that the migrants would not be getting off the bus, but he did provide them with food and water. I'm sworn to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the community, Johnson said. Until those questions are answered, I will not allow them to get off the bus here. Johnson told a representative from the governor's office just that. I guess he's protecting his people like a politician should. The governor blamed Abbott for this problem. Seriously? Abbott? Wait till you hear this part. In true political tenure, Johnson said that Lightfoot called him on Sunday afternoon and apologized for the misunderstandings and allegedly said that we had nothing to do with these buses going to your town. As a matter of fact, I was a little upset when I heard Chicago buses were being used. Lightfoot allegedly said, as Johnson recalled, she really said that? Seriously, she had no control over the buses being used? Oh, come on! When does I tell you, the hypocrisy and it's just ridiculous. And the borders are getting overturned by people who don't belong here. This mess will continue until the country that continues to say, it ain't happening in my backyard, so I don't care, starts to understand the real problem with bringing people across the borders illegally. Will it stop once the Republicans get voted back in? Yep, it will. So you know what to do. All right, guys, we'll see you in a minute. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on barnesandnoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse. Welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse, and by the way, if you want to be a sponsor of the show, your name and product will be delivered to hundreds of loyal listeners and watchers of the show. So, Ken the Democrat, if you want to run for governor and you want to be able to bring migrants into your town, you should become a sponsor of the show, and we'll be able to put you up here. As you know, we're expanding our base every day, and if you'd like to get your product or services out to my audience, you can help the show keep the show on the air as well. I would also love to have you as a sponsor. And also, of course, as you know, I will talk about your product on this show as well as my other shows on WPHT as well. Just reach out via Messenger or send me an email. So just reach out via Messenger or send me an email. By the way, did you know that we have a Spotify channel as well? That's right, you can subscribe to the channel and listen to all the reports. They're broken out for your enjoyment. Just look up Money Chat Now on Spotify and subscribe. So if you wanted to break that out and you wanted to hear that last part again, you can do that as well. Oh, please. Ken just says Shapiro is governor. I hope not. I'm going to have to find a new place to live, and I really don't feel like moving right now. All right, so far we've been talking about the market recap. The futures are up 200, the S&P is up 28, and the NASDAQ is up 87. We talked about the new iPhone feature, so you can freak out people by changing the text message that you send. We also talked about Peleton being a nightmare, and, of course, more migrant mishaps and how the Republicans are sending the migrants to Democrat cities, and the Democrats are sending it to Republican. It just amazes me, absolutely amazes me. All right, everybody get Ken the Democrats' address so we can send them there. All right, we also have, of course, coming up today's picks and plays. But first, did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button? Hit the share button. Tell all your friends about the show. Let them know it's both entertaining and educational. Please share it on your page or on groups that you feel will also enjoy the show. All right, by the way, this week is a busy week for me, and I hope you'll join me at some of the events. Tonight, if you want to, I will be speaking at the Delco RIA event, speaking about how to buy houses using a method of taking over mortgages called Subject 2. So if you want to come visit me there, I'll be there tonight. On Thursday is our regular class, and you're invited, of course. And of course, on Saturday, we're going to be having our big all-day event, and you'll be able to go there as well. I hope to see you at all three of these events or any one of them. Hey, if you'd like more information, please feel free to message me. I'll also let you know how to do that, and you can also contact me directly at contactlarry.com. All right, let's talk about what's going on today. Like I said earlier, it's all about the CPI report today. What will it be? Well, Wall Street is expecting a 0.1% decrease in headline inflation on a monthly basis, according to estimates from Dow Jones. On a year-over-year basis, the index is expected to show an 8% increase, down slightly from the previous month. If it is north of 8% in any capacity, the market will be crushed. 7.9%, honestly, will be the perfect number, and if it happens, the market will soar. You'll know in about a half an hour as well. Not much to play today until we hear from the report. The report is good, the market takes off, and I would consider a SPY put at that point because there's no other good news coming. If the market drops, look at all your favorite stocks. If they dip, jump in and go CCL. Oh, it's still going up. I love it. All right, I'm looking for 13, then I'm going to sell the covered calls on my batch of it. Watch Meta if it falls again, and also watch Apple and Google. By the way, last night at our class mastermind meeting, we compared Google to Amazon, and we found Google to be the far superior play. So if you're deciding which one to go with Google. It's a safer and more predictable play. I also like it below 108, so if it happens to go below 108, let's take a look at the futures for the last time, and let's see what Wall Street is expecting. Right now, the Dow is up 208, the S&P is up 29, and the Nasdaq is up 88. Not bad at all. Let's talk a little bit about crypto. We had a really good conversation about crypto last night and why I believe crypto is going to become nothing. But it was a really good conversation. If you were there, you probably enjoyed it. So Bitcoin did top 23,000 again, though, and Ethereum is still about 1,700. I believe Bitcoin only moved up on the momentum of the stock market because there's really no other reason for this except for the move upward. So, wow, no, I almost made it through the whole show. Somebody had mentioned that they gave up gluten yesterday and they stopped coughing as well. All right, anyway, so gold and silver are also sucking wind. So gold is about 17 and silver is trying to get above 20 again. I tell you, the dollar falling may bring these precious metals back soon. But hey, like I said, just keep buying them because they're really good to have when the, proverbial crap hits the fan, I guess. The Treasury bond right now is about 3.3%, and no one really cares anymore. That's the kind of cool part about this is no one cares about the CPI anymore. That's important. But the CPI is going to affect it. Watch for it to move in about 30 minutes. So I would watch the Treasury bond as well. It's going to move up as well in 30 minutes as well. So just watch all this. The CPI report is going to be everything today. Everything you see right now is nothing compared to what's going to happen a half an hour from now. Oil is moving up, and it's about $89 a barrel. And the average gas price is now at $3.71 a gallon. Boy, thank you, Biden. You did such a great job bringing gas prices down. Oh, wait a minute. Or did you bring them up? Oh, yeah, that's right. They're up about $1.50 since you joined, since you became appointed. All right, I want to thank you all for watching Money Chat Now. We are live every morning at 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. My name is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now. I am also the CEO of Investor Schooling. And remember, you can contact me directly at contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. And make it a profitable day.